Alright, this is today's project. We have a 12-2 with a ground circuit here and a 20 amp square D QO double pole breaker. And the problem is that they just had a new water heater installed. Well, first let me show you what we'll have to do. We're going to replace the 12 gauge wire here with a 10 gauge wire, a 30 amp wire, and we're going to come across the wall here, across the top of the doorway, and up, and then into the next bay over in the ceiling. And then we're going to go all the way over to the end wall there. We might have to work around a beam up here going to that steel pole. We'll jump off that bridge when we get to it. So it's going to go up there above the door and then across and down here to the new water heater. So what is the problem? We have a 20 amp breaker with a 12 gauge wire, but the water heater is rated at 5,500 watts. And that requires a 30 amp wire. A 12 gauge wire is just not big enough. So let's take a look at the water heater that is replacing. And this is the old water heater, a little smaller, and apparently did not supply enough water, hot water, which is why they wanted to upgrade. And so there you see, this one is rated at 3,800 watts. That is acceptable for a 12 gauge wire. I'm just enjoying another rainy Seattle day. There's a truck, new engine's running great. I have 50 miles on the new engine. Okay. So let's shut the door here and head back over here. So we have to go from above the door here and across into the laundry room to get the wire to the water heater, and across the ceiling into the utility room and route it back on down to this breaker position. Okay, so that is the thing. When you replace an appliance like a water heater, you have to know what wiring is in place and what it's rated to be able to handle. The other issue they have is when they were investigating the breaker, they tried to shut off the main, and apparently the main will not shut off. It buzzes and smokes. So we're going to shut off the power. Power is just on the outside here. There's a meter box, and so the city power utility will come, pull off the meter, and then that will de-energize these wires, and we'll be able to just get a new breaker and pop it in. This is a relatively modern panel. Has a main breaker. It's not a split bus. And so that's what we're going to do. Put in a new breaker and change the main and run a new wire over to the water heater. So I will show you what we do as we do it. Stay tuned for more exciting water heater action. And this is the new breaker here, a 30 amp square D QO style breaker. Okay. Okay, so we're going to pull the wire through the ceiling over there. And through these walls over to the breaker box. Okay. got my fish tape here, and let's pull. And there you have it. So now what we're going to do is pull enough slack through to come in up there, down and across, over and into the box and back onto the breaker. And then we'll go down the wall on the other side and show you how that goes. Alright, so here's what we've done. We've pulled the wire across the ceiling through some blocking over there. And we had to take out a stretch of ceiling here. See how we found where the joist above was and cut halfway on it, and then gently removed that piece so we can reuse that piece. This piece here unfortunately didn't cooperate. It had a bunch more screws than the other one did, but we fished the wire across the ceiling, pulled out the old wire and put this one in where the new wire was. We had to open up the wall there to come down, and I was able to use the old wire, and we wrapped the ground wires together in a loop connection, looped each end and then twisted them back and then taped over. But anyway, pulled the wire down through the wall and out through the conduit, and now we're going to finish hooking it up in the water heater. And then tomorrow we will come back and just patch the walls up. Okay, we had a situation where there was a new water heater installed, but the old water heater was 3,800 watts and the new one is 5,500 watts. And the old water heater had a 20 amp breaker on it, which has gone into hiding. So anyway, here is the new 30 amp breaker with new 10 gauge wire. And we put some red tape on the white to designate that it is a hot wire. So we pulled the old wire and routed the new orange 10 gauge wire in the same location as the original wire. So it goes up through the ceiling there. And then we had it come into this first bay here, that first joist on the right, and go across the ceiling. So as it comes to this corner of the wall here, there is blocking up there, and so fortunately there were already some holes drilled in it for wire. We were able to take our fish tape and get that through the holes. We were able to use the cell phone camera as a periscope to watch and get the end of the fish tape to go through one of the holes, and then luckily it was open all the way across to the other side. So We came in from the breaker box along the side wall here, over the door, up and into the floor joist up above, and then across over here, and you can see the 10-gauge orange wire is strapped in up there and goes across through the ceiling up here and over and down through the original hole location. And then what we did is we left some of the original wire sticking up through the hole there, and as we brought the orange wire, the 10-gauge wire, across, we hooked the two grounds together, taped them up, and then I was able to pull the old wire out through the conduit and pull that 10-gauge wire down through and out the conduit that way. So we were able to route most of the wire with minimal wall openings. So that is a good thing. You don't always get that. And so now we have a internet ready smart water heater, 5,500 watts, 50 gallons. And we only had to make 3 ceiling holes. So there you go. That is how you replace the undersized wire to a water heater with a properly sized larger wire. And a water heater should pretty much always be installed with a 10-gauge wire, regardless of whether it's a gas or a electric, because it gives you just more flexibility, and it doesn't really cost all that much more, and you can wire it up. You can put a smaller breaker on it if you want, or you can put a 30 breaker on it, no problem. Okay, so that is it. Now to start covering. Okay, we have all our wall patches are in place now. It's 40-minute speed mud. I just need to let that dry for a while overnight, and I'll come back in, give it a second coat, sand it, and give it an orange peel texture, and we'll be done. And that is the third one. So that was a fairly easy project. New 30 amp breaker, new 10-2 wire through the ceiling over to the water heater. There's the orange wire there, goes through. Goes across. And over and down out through the conduit. Okay.